Hello, my name is Second Wind 814, and yes, as the title suggests, just got back from watching Ghostbusters, or seeing Ghostbusters, whatever. My god. This movie is terrible! Absolutely terrible! Where do I begin? I can't really begin in at the beginning because there is no plot. But, well, I guess you could say there is a plot, but oh, I mean, the trailer made it look like there was going to be a complete rip of the original script, but it's not even that. I would call this movie a mess, but that's being nice. As you can see, I'm really having trouble coming up with words for this movie. Ugh. So, I guess I should start with the characters. They all suck. Fuck. None of them are likable. I don't care what anybody says, I did not find any of the characters likable. Oh. But, I guess I should mention which two characters I hated the most. Just my lighting here. That better? So, which two characters I hate the most? That'd definitely be Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth character. And Leslie Jones' character. Oh, this movie is clearly feminist if you look at Chris Hemsworth's character, because he's an incompetent idiot, complete and total idiot. And he's the dumb receptionist. Yes, because he is horrible. He's a bad male character because woo, this is a feminist movie. And all men are evil, but I need to move on or else I'm going to go completely off topic here. The other character I hated the most was Leslie Jones's character, Patty. Stereotyped, racist, black woman. And as you can see, I am really having trouble coming up with words because, God almighty. This movie is definitely traumatizing, and I'll say that much. Complete ruination of what was once a great franchise. It's totally ruined everything about that ever made the Ghostbusters franchise great. Gone. Absolutely gone. So, so I guess I should tell a little bit of the plot. It's a lot like the original, but it's a lot worse. I mean, not saying the original was bad, but this one is definitely worse than what we saw on the trailer. So, if you start, so well, basically, it starts out with it being with a guy giving a tour at a haunted mansion, and he's leaving for the day, and he gets attacked by a ghost. Basically, he gets attacked by. He's done giving tour guides for the day, and the front door shuts on him, and he gets chased around this place by a ghost. host, and then he ends up in the basement and it's I guess you could say attacked by the ghost in a huge sea of slime. Yes. Oh. So yeah, and of course we get our main researcher, uh, whose character's name I don't even remember. I don't even care. Kristen Wiig, who is currently a professor at our university, and basically she has written she wrote a book some years ago. Well, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. This movie is basically she gets kicked out because of her book. Well, basically, I shouldn't say that. Basically, she's is due for a tenure, but then, but she makes a little mistake and she gets fired. And oh god, so the ghost encounter basically goes. Well, it's a little something like this. Eh, well, I shouldn't get it. You know what? No, I'm just gonna explain the whole thing. The Kristen Wiig finds out that Melissa McCarthy's character, their book, a book that they wrote about ghosts, host on the internet. She put it up on Amazon, on, and then Kristen Wiig goes to confront Melissa McCarthy, where he discovers Melissa McCarthy and Kate McKinnon's character working together on the high-tech ghost catching equipment, freaking cheap as hell. And they hear about the mansion. I don't even fucking remember what it's called. They go to the mansion, and we have that classic sliming scene from the trailer, where that female ghost pukes all over her Kristen Wiig. And of course, this ghost is never really seen again, except in the climax of the movie. But I'll get to that in a second. So, yeah, that's the first ghost encounter. And that, sure. And so, yeah. Ugh. I really don't even know what to say. This movie is so bad. So, oh, I don't know if I can finish this, but anyway, so, like I was saying, first ghost encounter goes like how it's seen in the trailer. And from there, the whole movie just goes downhill. Oh, there's the concert scene where they go or unleash that one ghost. And there's a lot of... And I should mention that the concert scene is one part of this movie where I guess they're trying to be scary, but fail miserably. So, there's when they're at the concert scene, in trying to find this ghost, Leslie Jones, his character, they're in the basement, and they split up. Leslie Jones' character finds a room full of mannequins, and it's like, yeah, room of nightmares. And as she walks away, one of them moves, and she looks behind her, and of course the thing starts chasing her. She finds the other rest in a room, and then they all shoot the mannequin. And so, and of course the ghost that we see in the international trailer shows up. And we get up, and it goes up goes up top, up to where the concert's going on, and of course, because it's a heavy metal concert, everybody thinks it's part of the show. And of course, we get the concert scene where they all, Melissa McCarthy and Leslie Jones jump into the audience. Melissa McCarthy gets cut, and of course, Leslie Jones does not. And I have to admit, that's one of the only times I laughed in this movie. I'm not saying this movie was good. At all. So, yeah. And of course, we have the classic. Of course, they catch the ghost. Who sends the Ghostbusters? But of course, and this of course leads to one of the main, I guess you could say, side plots of the movie where the government knows about this stuff and they're trying to keep it wrapped because they're investigating it quietly. And of course, the government and basically they're trying to disprove the Ghostbusters. As they call them all frauds. And this leads to a scene where we see Bill Murray make a cameo appearance as some sort of, I guess, paranormal dude who knows to disprove the paranormal. I don't know. Maybe I think he's supposed to be the movie's Walter Peck, but who knows? So yeah, basically, he wants to see the ghosts. The Ghostbusters girls argue back and forth a little bit. Kristen Wiig lets the ghost out, and it throws Bill Murray out the window. And escapes. That's just sad. Makes me sad that I just described that. And I don't know. And one of the worst parts is that it was Bill Murray, a classic actor from the original. So, yeah. I guess I should go more in depth about the characters now. They all suck, like I said in the beginning. They're all terrible. None of them are likable. They're all stereotyped. We have Kristen Wiig, the skeptic who won't doesn't believe something until she sees it. Melissa McCarthy, the one who completely believes in hosts and is a whole host and is always willing to find the proof. We have Kate McKinnon, whose character is stereotyped as a lesbian. And of course, there's Leslie Jones, who is a very stereotypical black woman. I know that might sound bad, but she is. She has a black personality. Never mind the whole thing where Leslie, from the trailer with how Leslie Jones is the subway worker and the other three are the scientists. Yeah, that's pretty bad, but damn. Oh god. So, of course, then we have Chris Hemsworth as the receptionist, Kevin, who is, as I said earlier, a complete and total moron. He might be the worst character in the film because he's just annoying. Actually, no, scratch that. They're all the worst characters because they're all annoying. And then we have the villain, Rowan, who is completely uninteresting. Nothing about him stands out. He's just your generic weirdo. Oh, and don't tell me that he wants to bring about the end of the world. He's a freaking generic weirdo. Oh, who's only. But yeah, he sets devices up to amplify the paranormal activity. But no. Oh, he is not interesting at all. Oh. I mean, at all. He's. Oh. Oh. I guess his note, his expressionless face, the whole movie is supposed to be freaky. But no. I just found him irritating, like everybody else. So, yeah. His motives are that he wants to bring about the end of the world because he got mistreated by humanity. So yeah, and so I guess all that and all that bullshit. Blah blah blah. Does not work. This movie. I mean, oh, this movie was so bad. It's literally taking all the energy I have just to talk about this movie. So, so I guess I should also mention the fact that the ghosts are just stupid in this movie. It looks like fucking Scooby-Doo level of ghosts. Scooby-Doo 2 level of ghosts. It's seriously that bad. They're all freaking neon CGI ghosts. Uninteresting, not scary. If you go back and look at the original Ghostbusters, you have the librarian. And yeah, Arian, she's pink. But I mean, come on. And even she was scary when she did the whole skull face thing. And I have to mention about the ghosts was one of the worst parts is the one part I thought they would get right. Wait, Slimer, they don't even get him right. Slimer isn't barely in this movie. He only appears during the final, during the climax. And he's horribly misused too. I mean, he's basically making cameos. He might as well not have even been in this movie. So yeah, this movie so I guess I should say that what the plot of this movie is basically the Kristen Wiig University gets kicked out, joins up with up with up with up with Melissa McCarthy and Kate McKinnon, and then it's basically a ghost that talks some hosts scenes that are supposed to be funny, honey and all that, honey that are not. Another ghost. More scenes that aren't funny. Honey, Kevin gets possessed. And basically the climax. And I should also, so yeah. Basically, this movie went on way too long. Actually, no, I take that back. This movie, basically, it rushed everything. I should mention that there was no real build-up here. It's just they're the Ghostbusters, and they basically encounter the villain, and then he gets turned into a ghost, and Ghost, and then he possesses Chris Hemsworth, and then goes into, and then all hell breaks loose, and then well, well, oh, fight, fight, climax, and the climax is not good at all. Basically, if he after or the Rowan, basically I should. There's a scene in which they go and confront the main villain Rowan in the basement of this hotel, I know, apartment, I should say, and of course he ends up he kills himself with his own machine, and he becomes a ghost, and he possesses both Melissa McCarthy and then Kevin McCarthy and then Chris Hemsworth, and then he goes out out, and then he goes and he switches back on the machine, and all hell breaks loose, and then we have the fight. And the fi- and the final and the le- and the basically the last scene, the fight with the ghost is completely uninteresting. Well, I shouldn't say it's interesting, but it's just stupid. But hell, yes, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man makes a cameo as a possessed parade balloon. Hmm. Yeah. So, I guess I should also mention that the music. You know what? No, I'll get to the music now. I need to finish talking about the plot here in a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, or this movie's version of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, all in beautiful CG. So, Stay Puft here. After he get Rowan out of Kevin's body, he body, he shows that he does the whole form selecting thing, and it's one of the most insulting things I've ever seen. How the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is formed. Basically, what happens is they're talking to Rowan, and he's invisible, and of course they tell him to show himself, and he asks what form, and of course Leslie Jones says something cute, and he appears on screen as an animated Ghostbusters logo. I'm not kidding you. It is a cartoon animated Ghostbusters logos. Looks like something you would see in a kid's cartoon these days. Of course, then he turns into the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who looks absolutely ridiculous. So yeah. And of course, in the fight with him, they basically they end up getting the portal to close. I'll explain how watching out. They get, of course, since the portal's open, they get the portal closed by having Slimer to drive the Ecto-1. Yes, Slimer drives. He steals the Ecto-1, and of course you later seeing him driving it with a whole I guess you'd say a gang of ghosts having a good time, and you see a female Slimer. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was pulling your leg, but I'm not. A female Slimer. So I get Slimer to drive the Ecto-1 into a portal and blow up the and basically blow it up. Up, and of course, stay Puff. Us Rowan can't go back in because he's too strong. So they decide to shoot, and then of course they get ready to blast him. And of course, it's for us because they need us. They need some serious humor in this. Need some dirty humor in this film. They all blast him right in the nuts. Of course they do because nut shots are funny. No, no, it wasn't. Of course, he falls into the portal. And he takes Melissa McCarthy with her, but Kristen Wiig saves her. So, oh yeah, and that's basically the way he Ghostbusters, and it's terrible. Now, and as I would the music, my God, the music. There are several remixes of the Ghostbusters in here, the classic Ghostbusters theme here. And they're all complete butcherings of it. 100% butcherings of it. The only way it. Oh, God. If I were to describe this movie, I shouldn't say that, but anyways, even during the final during the main climax of the movie, where they're fighting ghosts on the street, fighting all the neon ghosts on the street, he basically you play the Ghostbusters theme or a horribly butchered version of it, and it doesn't work. Even during the credit scene, there's a horrible scene, and they play like a remix of it, and it doesn't work at all. Hell, you during the credits edit song, you hear that classic Ghostbuster riff that you hear that so many times. So yeah. So this is just it's just a bad all around. And you know what? I could rage on for that, but I really don't want to talk about this goddamn movie anymore. So I need to wrap it up. So, final verdict for this movie. My first ever 0 out of 10. And there's a lot more I could have talked about, like the feminist aspect of it, or just how bad it was. I could have raged at that, but I'm gonna beep it up. But I really don't want this to be an hour-long video, and I really don't want to be talking about this goddamn movie. So, would I recommend this movie? Absolutely not. Stay far away. Don't even go near any theater that is playing it. Wait till it goes away. Just stay away. Oh, there you have it. Ghostbusters, 0 out of 10. And stay far away. And that about wraps up for this video. My name is SecondWind814. Thank you so much for watching. May the wind always be at your back. I'll see you next time.